Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I missed you. Today, I am going to be talking about the case of Rudy Farias. So get ready for this case because it's a crazy one. This story is going to be all over the place because this is just how the story is, and it's actually going on at the moment. So this case is still active. I'm gonna be telling you guys what I heard so far. So Rudy Farias was a 17-year-old from Houston, Texas, who went missing on March 6th of 2015. Se dice that Rudy went missing while he was walking his two dogs, and he just never came back, but his dogs did, which is pretty fucking weird. How are the dogs gonna come back y el niño no? And also, keep in mind that he was 17, and that is the adult age for the state of Texas. So he was considered an adult. So at first, they said that he went missing while he was walking his two dogs. Y después ahora están diciendo that he ran away. Rudy was going through a pretty hard time. He had just lost his half-brother in 2011 due to a motorcycle accident, and then he lost his dad in 2014. Su papá era un former police officer in Houston, Texas. Él falleció by committing suicide. Así que primero dijeron that he went missing when he was walking his dogs, and now they're saying that he ran away. And to be honest, it makes sense why he ran away. He was going through a really dark time. His family members say that he was going through a lot of mental issues. He was suffering from PTSD, depression, and anxiety. La mamá de Rudy se llama Jenny Santana. And Rudy's mom was extremely sad when Rudy went missing.
Someone out there knows something. Anything. I just want the closure. That not knowing, that's torture.
And it turns out that they just found him not too long ago, which is a super happy story, right? So they were reporting this story everywhere as a story to give hope to those that have missing family members. Y la mamá estaba súper feliz que porque su hijo había aparecido. Su hijo was missing for 8 years. Es más, hasta había subido en el Facebook. She did a post talking about, yeah, I found my son, but he is not the same Rudy anymore, y no sé qué más. Y pues resulta that Rudy was never missing, which is pretty fucking crazy. Neighbors que vivían allí al lado de Rudy, they were confused as fuck, talking about, we didn't even know he was missing. Dicen los vecinos que ellos siempre platican con Rudy, that Rudy would go over, pero que siempre se miraba como si estaba drogado.
When he talks to us, he doesn't say too much on who he really is. We just know that he lives down here with his mom. He goes to work with her around 6 p.m. to maybe 7 or 8 in the morning. And he just been freely walking down the streets.
We would sit and talk about jobs. I'm like, my job higher and I can get you on. He like, nah, I'm good. He like, I like my job. I get paid more and I'm getting paid on.
And Janie, Rudy's mom, told the neighbors, you guys must have gotten confused with my nephew. Y les enseñó una foto, and the neighbors were like, no, we know who Rudy is, except that he goes by Dolph.
It's a bunch of people that's been in my home that knows him, and they're not even living with me anymore, but they can tell you that they know a Mexican guy named Dolph. And if you show them a picture of him, they'll tell you that's who they know. I told her all she have to do is bring her nephew to my presence and ask her nephew what's inside of my house, Dolph know because he's been inside of my house.
It makes sense why su mamá le pusiera el nickname de Dolph, porque su nombre en realidad es Rudolph, which in short, that's short for Rudy or for Dolph. So yo creo la mamá le puso otro nombre as a cover up o para que no se dieran cuenta. But dude, it's so crazy how far the mom was going looking for him, and then the neighbors say that he was never missing. Guys, there was private investigators, there was GoFundMe's, there was even a billboard of Rudy's picture with a number, like you know those billboards where they put when someone's missing. Había un billboard así y la mamá was getting so much help. It's crazy, dude. También dijo un vecino que la mamá le ofreció dinero para que no dijera nada.
The neighbors also say she offered to pay them. Did it seem like she was offering money to get y'all to stay quiet?
Stay quiet. She wanted us to keep quiet. But I told her, before I walked off, I told her one thing I'm not supposed to do is lie about something. Never came in my garage with a sober mind. Never.
Neighbors did come to me yesterday telling me that she did offer each neighbor 150, 250 per day or for whatever so that they won't say nothing.
So the mom basically offered hush money and the neighbor was like, nope, like I'm not down to do that. So now I'm gonna tell you guys where Rudy was found and what people think is really happening. Guys, just bear with me because this story, I'm telling you, it's all over the place. Y cada día salen nuevas cosas. I'm just like trying to keep up with everything to tell you guys. But so far, this is the research that I did. Así que resulta que a Rudy lo encontraron afuera de una iglesia. And he had bruises all over his body. Rudy se miraba como que no estaba bien, like if he had gone through some stuff, and definitely wasn't sober. And he also had a haircut. I don't know, it just doesn't make sense. Like if he's missing or if he was kidnapped or something, I don't know, you just don't expect for someone to have a haircut. Dicen que en realidad Rudy ran away from his mom and he came back the next day. Yo pienso que regresó porque tenía miedo. A lo mejor sintió miedo de su mamá. Y dicen que cuando regresó, the mom kept acting as if Rudy was still missing. His mom told him that he was going to jail for running away, and Rudy got scared, so he just ended up going along with it. She was hiding Rudy while she was spreading awareness, still sharing the GoFundMe's, which if you don't know, that's a website where people donate money. You can donate money to causes, to funerals, etc. I'm pretty sure you have seen them. Pues she still kept sharing that y también seguía con el private investigator. Que la verdad, ese private investigator valió madre. I can't believe that they couldn't find Rudy cuando Rudy estaba en sus narices.
Into getting answers when I feel like we've been duped by her the whole time.
Brenda Paradise was a private investigator on this case, working with the nonprofit We Help the Missing. She says volunteers searched through wooded areas, exhausting efforts trying to find Farias.
Iban a buscar a Rudy, pero iban como a las montañas y así. Dude, it just comes to show that sometimes the answer is right in front of you. Like, why couldn't they just go check the mom's house or ask family members about Rudy? And talking about family members, dicen que unos family members would report to the police that they had seen Rudy inside his mom's house or in the back of her house.
Lopez says she is the family member that called police. She says her grandmother lived with Rudy's mother and would tell family members she saw and talked to Rudy regularly.
She would just say, I saw Rudy, he came to check on me, and, we just said hello and have their little conversation. She never went into detail, but she would say she saw him.
But it would turn out that there was nobody there and that Rudy was still missing. Everyone was so supportive to Rudy's mom que hasta un family member que tienen le dio ride a la mamá de Rudy hasta California to come look for Rudy because she had heard that they had seen Rudy in California. And now the family member is like, what the fuck? She just made me drive to California for no reason.
Had me out there in California thinking that they had found somebody that looked like Rudy in California, and I went all the way with her.
I thought it was super fucked up that Rudy's grandma les contaba to the family members that she had seen Rudy and that she would talk to him. Y la mamá de Rudy les decía that she had dementia y que estaba loca y que no le creyeran. And now that she passed away, they feel so bad because they're like, my grandma was right.
My mom would tell me in person, Rudy is here, Rudy is here. I would go and try to open the doors and she would say, what are you doing there? I says, I'm just seeing if I left something behind or whatever. My mom never lied. She always said my mom had dementia.
And what I thought was crazy too is that Rudy and his mom had contact with the police these past 8 years, but they would change their names. Y aparte de eso, ¿cómo la policía nunca se dio cuenta? Es lo que me pregunto. So keep in mind that Rudy's mom, Janie, had all the support in the world. And now that they found her son, dicen que Rudy ran away from his abusive mother, and that's how he ended up in that church. Rudy is now 25 years old y se miraba que no estaba 100% bien. And this is when things get disturbing. Community activist Cornell X got involved, and when he got a chance to talk to Rudy a solas, Rudy le contó muchísimas cosas feas de su mamá. Rudy opened up to him about where he was at during these 8 years y por qué lo estaba escondiendo su mamá. Rudy le contó that his mom would drug him, make him play daddy, pretend to be her husband, lock him in a room, stare at him in the shower, and make Rudy shower with her y más cosas that you obviously get the idea. Rudy basically said that he was being sexually abused by his mother.
And he told us the truth about where he's been, what's been going on, where he's been hid out at, the things his mother did. And he kept saying, I don't want her to go to prison. I don't want her to go to prison. The things he told me, I broke down in tears. She was giving him drugs. She was punishing him by locking him in the room. Over and over, she convinced him that law enforcement wanted to put him in jail, that law enforcement were looking for him because he ran away.
Dicen que Rudy was afraid to speak up because he didn't want his mom to go to jail. I'm guessing because he was so brainwashed and he didn't know better. Cornell X also said that he believes that Rudy already had mental health issues because of everything he was going through, but they just got even worse with the drugs that his mom was giving him. And guys, Cornell X se mira que le está ayudando un chingo because the police, like, no sé si se están haciendo or if they're waiting for something, but it looks like Cornell and Rudy's family are the ones that are standing up for him the most. Houston police are saying that what Rudy is saying about his mother is not valid because he's been on drugs and it's possible that he can hallucinate. Cornell's upset because some officers from the Houston Police Department, they were there listening when Rudy was opening up to him.
Rudy also said to us, me and the detective, on more than one occasion, he put his head down in tears right before he began to talk about him playing daddy at her request, and he got to be the husband. He has to be the husband, is what he said. He said, I don't want my mama to go to prison.
Ellos escucharon todo y todas las cochinadas, and they're still choosing to not believe Rudy. They're already aware of some info, and so far they're still not choosing to detain Janie, Rudy's mom. Habían rumores that she had connects with the Houston Police Department, and to be honest, that does kind of make sense porque su ex esposo era officer of the Houston Police Department. And that's something that I haven't seen a lot of people mention. But dude, it makes so much sense why people think this.
Estamos bien enojados. ¿Cómo no van a hacer nada? Y ellos están diciendo que no van a hacer nada porque no hay pruebas. ¿Cómo chingas no van a ver si hay pruebas o no? Si no llevan a Rudy para que lo chequeen.
The family members are helping Rudy heal, and they're still in shock that Janie went this far hiding Rudy. Aparte, con toda la ayuda que le estaban dando, y ellos sufriendo siempre because Rudy was missing.
When he first went missing, he didn't report it to the police, and they're trying to say that he might have done some crimes, which he didn't, and now they want to arrest me because they said I was hiding him.
So this whole story is a mess. If these claims are real, which most of them are because there's already a lot of receipts, I feel so bad for Rudy. I really hope he heals fast and he is surrounded by family members who truly love him and help him get the help he needs. He went through so much, and to be honest, I am still mind blown about the billboard and the GoFundMe. I don't get how his mom could go that far. That's straight up disgusting behavior. Y aparte se estaba chingando el dinero que le donaban while she was doing that to her son? No mames, dude.
I just want to remember the facts. I just want to understand, who I am and what I'm trying to do, and just try to live my life the way I want to, not how she wants me to.
Were you questioning your mom? Like, Mom, why am I doing this?
Yeah, I would always ask her stuff like, when am I going to get a job? When am I going to have my own car? When am I going to be able to make my own decisions? When am I going to be able to just go out and be free?
Is there anything that sticks out in your mind that bothers you, or that you remember conversations with her that
just... I don't know, I used to have to sleep in her bed sometimes. I don't remember why, just like next to her. It wouldn't be anything sexual or anything like that. I wouldn't lie about that because there's plenty of people that need honest truths when it comes to those things. That just muddies the water to lie about those type of things. That's where I said the media, they like to twist my words and confuse things. I never said anything bad about her in that regard, but just boundaries she would push or make me uncomfortable, and I would say stop, and she's like, well, why?
So just yesterday, there's been an update with Rudy, and he did an interview. He agreed that his mom was hiding him and that the relationship he had with his mom is not normal. He did say that the information about him being sexually abused by his mother is not true. Some people are now saying that, who knows, that maybe Quanell made that up. But then again, he says that he has receipts and that he has Rudy recorded saying those allegations about his mom.
PD, don't try me. Because I got it on record what he said to me. But for the sake of the victim, I'll respect that young man's dignity as my lawyers told me to. But if you try me with your lies again, I'll let everybody hear what that young man said.
Others are saying that Rudy is saying that because his mom brainwashed him and he doesn't want her to go to jail. But then again, I see videos like these about his tias and it makes me so confused. Comment below what you think.
If that was fake names giving because Rudy was coerced by his mom to lie, and she manipulated Rudy to say what it was.
Can I say something in regards to the chief of police saying that numerous occasions Rudy and his mom were stopped by the police and they gave fake names? Aren't the police asking for ID, driver's license, something when a person gets pulled over? Aren't they supposed to have something, show something, proof of your name?
And yeah, guys, so far that is all the info that I have about the Rudy Farias case. Like I said, I really hope Rudy feels better soon y le deseo lo mejor. All of this story is so sad and I hope justice is served. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up down below. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you can get notified for the next time I post. and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!